Good evening. So today's prompt was pillar for 2nd February, and I've done two things, like two different types of things. I did one was a limerick, just a really short thing, and the other one was a kind of 5/7 poem type thing. Yeah, I haven't done a poem for years. So, yeah. Anyway, I will read out the limerick first. So, on the prompt of pillar. There once was a really tall pillar that stood right next to a miller. I knew it would fall 'cause it was too tall and crush the toes of the miller. And yeah, I used the word miller twice, but from watching QI for years and years and years, I know that limericks kind of used the first line again, but kind of like rounding it off. So I used the second line. Well, the end of the second line anyway. So this is my kind of other type of poem. Let's see how it goes. The pillar was there, and it stood and stood and stood. I don't know how long, but for as long as it could. Let's start that again. The pillar was there, and it stood and stood and stood. I don't know how long, but for as long as it could. It was really tall. It reached up to the blue sky. I had to grow lots before I could reach that high. Now it is gone. High trees now stand in its place. Well, not really. They can't grow on the rock face. There the pillar was, and it stood and stood and stood. I don't know how long, but for longer than it should. Yeah. I still need to put my prompt, like what I wrote down for my prompt yesterday, onto yesterday's video description comments thing, and I'll do the same for today's ones as well. So did you enjoy that? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.